it's Christa. Happy New Year and welcome to 2019. I thought I'd start us off with 3 different soups to warm you up from the inside out and keep you nice and warm and healthy and vibrant this season. We'll be making 3 different kinds and you can have them chunky or smooth with noodles or without, and we'll be making a chicken-free noodle soup, which is just a really classic, delicious soup made a bit different for you today, as well as a cheesy broccoli soup. Shout out to Kimberly for requesting this soup, and she's a new vegan and she's experiencing really good health benefits even off the first week, so that's fantastic. I believe she's 3 to 4 weeks in and she's a part of the Artistic Vegan group. If you haven't joined, I'd love it if you join me over on Facebook. Anyways, and the last soup is Mung Dahl. I might have said that wrong, it might be Mung Dahl, but it is made with mung beans, and you take those and boil them, and you can have this creamy or you can have it chunky. Either way, all these soups are just packed with flavor and nutrition. So let's get into how to make them. For the chicken-free noodle soup, you'll want to combine water, onion, zucchini, bell pepper, green beans, garlic, and put that in a pot over medium to low heat and let that simmer and develop flavor for about 20 minutes. Then you'll want to add your mushrooms, your soy or tamari sauce. You can use coconut aminos for soy-free, as well as your herbs, and then some dill, some salt and pepper. I also added a little bit of lemon pepper, that's optional, some turmeric, and about a tablespoon of oregano for a little bit more flavor. And then you can cook your noodles on the side, or you can add about a cup of dried thin noodles to the pot. I just used some spaghetti noodles, but you could use whatever you want. And then you just cook it until the noodles are done and you serve it hot and enjoy. I just added the noodles right to the pot. I found it was really easy, but if you're not going to eat it right away, the noodles will absorb some of that moisture, so you can keep them on the side, up to you. But the flavors of the soup, oh, it's 100% absolutely delicious. I love all the herbs and the broth, really fantastic. It leaves a great aftertaste. It's nourishing for your body and your soul. It warms you right up. It's incredibly filling. You can have this for dinner. It's great to serve to guests, and I know you'll just love it. Next up is a cheesy broccoli soup, and shout out for the request for the soup. Thank you so much for requesting a cheesy broccoli soup. Oh, it's so delicious. So let's get into how to make it. You want a potato that you can boil until it's soft, and then add everything else to a blender, and that'll be some tamari or soy sauce, some apple cider or vinegar, or you could use lime or lemon juice, a little bit of salt, some fresh onion, some Dijon. You can add chili flakes or chili pepper. I used a pepper, a little bit of turmeric for some color, and then you can use dairy-free milk or potato water from boiling, as well as your potato. And of course, you can add 2 to 4 tablespoons of nutritional yeast for an extra cheesy flavor. I was out. I almost didn't make it, but it still turns out really delicious even without it. So if you can't eat the nutritional yeast, don't worry. I added about a teaspoon of oil to a pan and sauteed the onion. You could also do this in vegetable broth. And then I made a roux by adding some flour and vegetable broth for a little bit healthier. You could also use a vegan butter if you wanted a little bit more indulgent. And let that come together for a few minutes, 3 to 4 minutes, to cook up the flour taste. Then you want to add some dairy-free heavy cream. I have a recipe for that, and I used the cashew cream. It's really easy to come together. And then you'll also want to add some vegetable broth for some added flavor. You want this to simmer from anywhere from 5 to 20 minutes. Then you can add your carrots, your broccoli, and a little bit of garlic if you please, and let that simmer for about 20 to 25 minutes to develop some nice flavor and get the vegetables nice and soft. From there, you can add a little bit of nutmeg, salt and pepper, and then of course your vegan cheese. I saved a little bit. I added about a cup of the cheese and reserved the rest. I forgot to mention I made a double batch of that. And then you can use the extra to serve on top. Adjust and season to taste, and then you can serve it up and top with a little bit of the extra vegan cheese and a little bit more of the broccoli on top if you please. There's some fresh herbs, and there you go, a delicious meal. This is also absolutely fantastic blended if you prefer a creamier soup. We had it that way as well, and it's really, really tasty. So let me know how much you love the cheesy broccoli soup. I think you're really gonna love all the flavors that come together. Oh, it's really good. And last but not least is the Mung Dahl. And this is a really flavorful Indian dish and it's really delicious. I hope you really like it. In a large pot, cook your onion, carrot, and I used a poblano pepper for spice, but you could absolutely use celery if you prefer. And I also used a half of the jalapeno since we do like a little spice in ours, but you don't have to. Cook that for about 5 to 7 minutes in about a teaspoon of sesame oil, or you could use vegetable broth to go oil-free. From there, add your turmeric and ginger and cook that for 2 to 3 minutes. Then add a little bit of garlic and go for about a minute. And then toast your cumin seeds and your mustard seeds on the side. You'll want to toast those until it's nice and fragrant and the little mustard seeds begin to pop, and it's kind of fun. So once those are done, then you can add that to the pan with the rest of the spices, adding in some cumin powder, some salt, some pepper, and a couple whole cloves. And then add the rest of your water or vegetable broth. I used a mixture of half and half. And then you'll also want to add your mung beans that you rinsed first for about a minute just to get them nice and clean. You could also soak them overnight if you prefer for easier digestibility. That's absolutely wonderful to do as well. And then you just add them to your pan and you want to cook that all together with all those nice flavors for about an hour. I took mine for about an hour on low. You could take it 30 minutes or until the beans are soft. I just like them extra soft myself and extra flavorful. So 30 minutes to an hour, whatever you'd like. Some people even take it an hour and a half if you have some extra time. You can always just put it on and then go and do something else and just give it a stir occasionally, putting a timer on so you don't completely forget about it. From there, you want to add your, either you can use shoyu or tamari or soy sauce or coconut aminos for soy-free, as well as some minced cilantro. And then you serve it hot and it's absolutely delicious. You could add some naan, a little bit of rice. We did some brown rice on the side, whatever you would like there. And the next day, it's even more flavorful. All these soups will be even more flavorful because the flavors just have more time to marinate and come together. And if you blend it, we had ours blended, it won't look very pretty at first. It's kind of a greenish color, but then you just add a little bit of cream on top. And I used my vegan brie cheese before I baked it. It was New Year's, so we had some, and I put some of that on top, and oh, was that really good with a little bit of herbs, and you can even add some seeds. Sesame seeds would be great here, but I had sunflower, you could use pumpkin, whatever you got. All of them 100%, a 10 out of 10. I really love soups and I love to make soups. I love to eat soups. My husband loves soup. I hope you love soup too. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, comment, like, share, and spread it around. And I hope to see you next time in the next video. Happy New Year. I wish you lots of health and happiness and abundance of joy and love and peace all throughout the year and in your life. Thank you for subscribing and being here with me. Until next time, it's been Christa with artisticvegan.com. You can go there to get all the recipes. Bye.